Alright, what up people? It's your boy Chid from Unit Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. That's right, you're through to the chopping block. And who is my next victim in my never-ending need to chop things? I must admit, I don't know about you guys, there's one feature that I'm enjoying at the moment on Arsenal Twitter, and that is training sessions, little snippets, little couple of minutes here and there about watching Arsenal doing training, you know, because we've never had this type of visual access to training sessions before. You know, we've always seen like a training session being held normally around about midweek, where they'd give like a 2-3 minute video on a Thursday, and it was the same old tired fucking drill, usually ending with some sort of piggy in the middle type of usual training center bullshit, because that was just the way Arsenal used to run his training sessions. It was the same shit, you know. And proof of that came out when Ray Parlour earlier in the season came out and said, you know what, I went by the training session the other day and then literally still doing the same shit I used to do, you know. So it's always been the same type of thing. Having said all of that, if there's one thing that always surprises me in the training sessions that I've seen lately, you know, as much as I'm enjoying the training sessions and enjoying, you know, the intensity that we seem to be training at. And all right, it is important to bear in mind, people, it's pre-season. Of course we're going to be training hard. Of course we're going to be working hard, you know. We had stories on Saturday, which I particularly enjoyed. At half-time, the people who played in the first half went back to training. The training ground was only over the road. Which I love. I love that, by the way. I love that. What I don't love is I'm seeing one big head on my screen, and I look at him and I think, hold up, brother, you're still on our books. Carl Jenkinson. Believe it or not, this motherfucker is still on our books. I've had so many people tweet you today like, oh shit, I actually forgot he was still an Arsenal player. He was still an Arsenal player. On 26 years old, Carl Jenkinson, you know, my man was loaned out last season. You know, I had so much hope for this kid. I really did. You know, we made the decision in 2011, for better or for worse, to make a purchase for this young guy from Charlton. He was doing well at Charlton. A right back, a centre back who had been converted into a right back. And I remember when we signed him for it, it was thought to be for a fee of around about £1 million. And I thought to myself, you know what, cool. I like, for me, it's kind of weird. With Arsenal fans, we like this idea of an English club buying English players. You know, we do. Because I do think it is important for the identity of a club to have those type of players. Whilst I don't think it's the be-all and end-all, I do think having an English grit is important for a club. So when we signed this kid, I thought, all right, apparently he was Finnish, half Finnish, or his mum's Finnish or something like that, but he represents England. And then the thing that really sold it to people is, oh, he's an Arsenal fan. And he had one of those like pictures with an old Arsenal kit. I think it was a Dreamcast kit. All Arsenal posters in the background. My man had an Arsenal bed sheet. Even I didn't have a fucking Arsenal bed sheet. I had an Arsenal bed sheet, Arsenal quilt, Arsenal everything. I thought, fucking hell, this guy's a fan. So I thought, well, what harm could it do? And, you know, we sent him on loan a couple of places. You know, we sent him on loan to West Ham. You know, we brought him back, and then we thought, okay, let's see what he does. And he never quite kicked on. He never quite produced. You were just waiting for something to happen. And I don't know anyone who first knew me when I first started this channel. Even when I first started this channel, mind you, that was 2 years ago. I still hadn't completely lost hope with Carl Jenkinson. Not completely. And then it was that season that I was like, oh, fuck. Carl, man, I don't know what to say, man. I know that last season you were unlucky. You had 7 appearances because we sent you on loan to Birmingham, and you had 7 appearances, and then you had a horrendous injury. But prior to that, you were at West Ham, and you didn't do shit at West Ham. You had even less appearances than you had for West Ham the previous season. For some unusual reason and in Wenger's wisdom, he decided to give you a new contract, which just goes to show you what the judgment of that man, to give you a new contract, and now we can't seem to shift you. It wouldn't surprise me if we gave you a fucking pay rise, because that's the type of dumb shit we would do. So now we're in a predicament because we've got this guy who is just nicking a wage. You know, literally nicking a wage. And we're trying to think of a way to shift him off the books. I'm sorry, it is that important. Because when you're kind of scrimping and shapes and scraping to try and offer Ramsey a new contract, and you can't because you're trying to balance the books, it's idiots like this that's preventing us from being able to offer Aaron Ramsey the contract that he wants. And don't get it twisted, people. You know me. You know me. I'm not the hugest Aaron Ramsey fan, but he's an important player in that Arsenal squad. Now, I'm one of the few people who does not believe, who honestly believes that the club will not fall apart if Aaron Ramsey decides, you know what, nah. I don't think he's that essential. I do think it's important he stays, but I've always maintained I don't think he's essential. This to me is not like an Alexis Sanchez situation in the sense that, oh, you know how people were tearing their hair out and was worried that Alexis might leave, and now suddenly, oh, everyone's grateful that Alexis has left because he's turned out to be shit. All right, motherfuckers, all right, whatever. But when it comes to Aaron Ramsey, for me, this is not the same situation. Is he an important player? Yes. Do I want him to stay? Yes. Do I think that it's integral to our future if he stays? No. Having said that, when you have idiots like this on the books, and maybe Ramsey's asking for 200,000, and us being cheapskates think, we can't really offer you 200,000, but we'll give you 150. That's because the other £50,000 a week is being spent on this idiot. I'm sorry, Carl. The real talk is this. You're a fan of Arsenal. And for that reason, if for nothing else, apart from the fact that you're a former player, for me, I hope you go on to achieve whatever the fuck it is you're trying to achieve. But the real talk is this. You have never been Arsenal quality. In my opinion, you're not even Premier League quality. That's just real talk. You are and always have been just an Arsenal fan. And that's just the realness of the matter. Anyway, that's me. That's my chopping block. I would sell Carl Jenkinson for whatever the fuck we can. Hell, cancel his contract at this point. Whatever we can get for it. I'll take the highest bid. Just go. Please. Bounce. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Would you sell Carl Jenkinson? And you know what? Forget that. If you wouldn't sell Carl Jenkinson and you ain't trolling, please let me know down below. I've got to hear from them, motherfuckers. Please let me know down below. Also, if you like this video, please crush, destroy, absolutely drop kick the shit out of my like button. I know I'm going to get that same guy that hates it when I play Afro beats in the background. This is a chopping block feature, motherfuckers. Afro beats has got to go on in the background. That's the point of the chopping block. All right, people, I'm out of here. Take care. Peace. Deuces.